Jason Feifer, build for tomorrow, embrace change, adapt fast, and future-proof your career and life. Embarking on a journey through the book, Build for Tomorrow, readers will learn how to navigate change by embracing it, adapting fast, and using its opportunities to future-proof their careers and lives. By analyzing the stories and experiences of various individuals and businesses, author Jason Feifer guides readers through the phases of change to help them quell panic and understand buried gains, identify their core purpose, initiate change, build bridges of familiarity, and embrace the new normal. This powerful and instructive book offers readers the chance to redefine their perspectives on change and unlock its transformative potential for their personal and professional development.
Embracing change, avoiding panic. John Philip Sousa, a famous composer, panicked when he faced technological changes that threatened his career. Similarly, we tend to focus on the losses associated with change, causing us to panic and make mistakes. Instead, embracing change and adapting to it can lead us to new opportunities and minimize potential harm. In an era when music could only be experienced live, John Philip Sousa was a force to be reckoned with. As the mastermind behind the iconic The Stars and Stripes Forever and the U.S. Marine Corps March, Semper Fidelis, he enjoyed immense fame and success. However, his world was turned upside down when two game-changing inventions made their debut, the phonograph and the radio. Sousa perceived these innovations as threats to his livelihood, fearing that people would no longer attend concerts, purchase sheet music, or demand live performances. Overwhelmed by the thought of losing his wealth, career, and popularity, he raised the alarm and tried to convince society that these new devices would mean the downfall of humanity. Today, we can see parallels between Sousa's reaction and our responses to change. When faced with a significant shift in our lives, we tend to dwell on the aspects we'll miss. Moving to another city means leaving friends behind, taking a job in a different industry risks losing our sense of identity, and living through a pandemic strips us of personal interactions. Not only do we focus on these negative aspects, but we often assume that one loss will inevitably lead to another. This mindset can spiral into panic, driving us to oppose change and sometimes make unwise decisions that prove detrimental in the long run. To avoid falling into this trap, it's essential to embrace change and adapt. In the next section, we'll explore strategies for managing the fear and uncertainty that accompany significant life transitions, allowing us to overcome anxiety, seize new opportunities, and continue moving forward with confidence. Embracing change for growth. To overcome the panic associated with change, it is essential to shift our focus towards the benefits and opportunities it brings. By considering the example of musician Sousa, we can learn to embrace change and examine the gains it offers, thus moving from the panic phase to the adaptation phase. As we face uncertainties in life, our instinctive response is to focus on potential losses instead of gains. However, navigating change successfully requires a major perspective shift. Looking at the opportunities and advantages that come with change enables us to adapt and grow. Take the story of Sousa, a musician who feared that the invention of the phonograph and radio would spell the end of his career. Focused on potential job losses for many musicians, he was blind to the endless possibilities these new devices provided. The phonograph and radio facilitated artists in playing their music around the clock to far-reaching locations, something impossible with live performances. This revolution not only helped musicians expand their reach and make money even while sleeping, but also paved the path for others to grow in popularity. Additionally, these innovations led to the creation of new job opportunities across the music industry. The rise of recording studios gave birth to roles such as audio engineers, studio managers, DJs, and recording equipment manufacturers. Though this transformation may have caused some losses, it also resulted in significant gains. Sousa eventually recognized these gains, realizing that he was not losing anything but gaining a new means of distribution. This shift in perspective enabled him to overcome his panic and adapt to the changing landscape of the music industry. To conquer the panic that change triggers, it's crucial to focus on the gains instead of the losses. While it may be challenging to identify the benefits of change immediately, embracing the belief that it will ultimately be beneficial will catapult us from panic to the adaptation phase, allowing us to thrive in the evolving world. Finding your why amid change. Change is an inevitable part of life, often causing feelings of panic and a shaken sense of identity. However, by identifying and staying true to your core purpose, you can adapt and maintain stability. Using the example of the company Foodsters, we can learn how focusing on their why enabled them to navigate change and continue fulfilling their mission despite unforeseen challenges. Panic often stems from the fear of losing what is familiar and subsequently losing ourselves. For instance, when the newspaper industry started declining, reporters transitioning into new careers might have felt their identity slipping away. To gain stability, it's vital to reflect on your underlying motivations and redefine your purpose, your why. This empowers you to adapt and seize new opportunities that align with your authentic self. Consider the story of Foodsters, a company specializing in sweet baked goods. Their three co-founders decided to expand the brand in 2019, introducing a line of packaged goods like mini donuts and brownie bites. Excited to launch in early 2020, they faced unexpected setbacks due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Interestingly, people stopped buying the anticipated baked goods and began ordering baking mixes for DIY entertainment during lockdown. Although the launch was scrapped, the co-founders realized their core mission wasn't solely about selling products, it was about bringing joy to people's lives. Regardless of the product type sold, keeping their mission in mind allowed them to adapt and continue striving for their goal. Similarly, our why serves as a stable foundation for purposeful living. It remains constant as we evolve and face life's unpredictable changes. On the other hand, the what, the specific actions and roles we engage in, will naturally fluctuate based on resources and opportunities available. Keeping your why at the forefront of your decision-making process helps maintain a sense of steadiness, preventing us from slipping into panic mode. Embrace change, shape your future. Successfully adapting to change goes beyond determining your core purpose, it requires being the initiator of change. Just like Sam Calagione, founder of Dogfish Head Craft Brewery, you can take charge and make strategic decisions that lead to long-term success. By embracing change, you gain more control and have more time to adapt, ensuring you're well prepared for the shifting realities in your industry. Change is often seen as frightening and uncomfortable, but it can also be the key to adapting and thriving in today's rapidly evolving world. Instead of waiting for change to happen, consider the story of Sam Calagione, founder of Dogfish Head Craft Brewery. In 2003, Calagione created a popular India Pale Ale IPA, called the 60-Minute IPA. Thanks to its success, businesses across the country were clamoring to place orders for their establishments. 3 years later, the 60-Minute IPA still made up a staggering 70 to 80% of Dogfish's sales. While many entrepreneurs would be tempted to continue cashing in on this success, Calagione saw a potential problem: his brewery could become known solely as an IPA brand. Knowing that consumer preferences change, he worried about being left behind when the trend inevitably shifted. To avoid being pigeonholed, Calagione took a bold step and capped sales of the 60-Minute IPA at 50%, despite facing backlash from customers. Instead of giving in to the demand for more of his bestseller, he focused on introducing customers to the diverse range of his other high-quality beers. This strategic decision paid off, as Dogfish Head persevered even when IPAs became less dominant in the market. The brewery now thrives not as an IPA producer, but as a versatile company that is always crafting something new, setting themselves apart from competitors. Calagione's story demonstrates the importance of taking charge and making changes proactively. By being brave enough to alter the course of your success, you'll gain more control over your destiny and have ample time to adapt to new business realities. It also serves as a reminder that you have more power to shape your future than you may realize. In conclusion, embracing change and becoming its instigator allows you to prepare for, adapt to, and prosper in evolving circumstances. By seizing control of your own narrative, you can steer your business or career away from potential pitfalls and towards continued success. Lean into change and embrace the opportunities it provides. Building your bridge of familiarity. In navigating change, it's natural to feel nostalgic about the past while trying to adapt to new situations. Building a bridge of familiarity, which involves incorporating elements from past experiences into new opportunities, can help ease this transition. A historical example of the power of familiarity is the adoption of automatic elevators in the early 1950s. By adding a human touch, such as a female voiceover, elevator manufacturers were able to soothe public fears and pave the way for widespread acceptance. Similarly, finding your personal bridge of familiarity can help you fully embrace your new normal. After reaching a stage of adaptation during a phase of change, it's common to feel a mixed sense of nostalgia for the past and excitement for new opportunities. However, letting go of the past can be challenging, and it's crucial to find a solution that connects the old with the new. This is where the concept of a bridge of familiarity comes into play. The effectiveness of this approach can be illustrated by the story of the automatic elevator's introduction in the early 1950s. Before their invention, elevators required operators to function, causing limitations such as restricted hours and susceptibility to strikes. The introduction of automatic elevators was expected to be well received due to their convenience and autonomy. Yet, the public's initial response was fear. People were afraid of the perceived danger of unmanned elevators. To address these concerns, elevator manufacturers turned to a creative solution, adding a female voiceover to provide announcements like "going up" and "going down." This seemingly minor addition gave a sense of human presence, successfully building a bridge of familiarity that allowed people to trust and embrace the innovation. Embracing change and transitioning to a new normal involve finding your unique bridge of familiarity. Whether it's adding features from your past or blending old habits with new routines, identifying and creating these connections will make the process smoother and more fulfilling. Embracing your 1% growth. As you adapt to the new normal phase of change, don't overlook the importance of addressing the last 1% of the journey. Find your "but really" factor that will make all the difference and propel you into the wouldn't go back moment. As you transition into the new normal following a significant change, you might find yourself still longing for something undiscovered that would put you fully at ease. This discomfort often results from the 99% their problem, a tiny piece you've yet to uncover. Identifying and embracing that elusive 1% can transform your experience, leading you to the empowering wouldn't go back moment. Jim McKelvey, the co-founder of Square, offers an insightful example of overcoming the 99% their problem. When Square launched the Square Reader, a groundbreaking mobile credit card reader, it became a game-changer for small businesses worldwide. Additionally, it prompted competitors to attempt replicating its success. Although they created similar devices, most failed in capturing Square's full effect. The competitors overlooked crucial aspects, such as building relationships with credit card companies and lowering processing fees, which contributed enormously to Square's success. These unaddressed issues exemplify the importance of identifying and tackling the remaining 1%, the "but really" factor that makes a world of difference. In your new normal, consider what might be missing and seek out your "but really" that would improve and enhance your situation. For example, a recent promotion might be intimidating, but its true value could lie in the opportunity to acquire new skills and grow professionally. Thus, to truly embrace change and enter the wouldn't go back stage, it is vital to pinpoint your own "but really" factor. By consciously addressing the missing 1%, you will unlock the full potential of your new normal and thrive in the face of change.
As a conclusion from Build for Tomorrow, readers will gain an understanding of the different phases of change and learn strategies to effectively conquer their fears and benefit from the ever-evolving world around them. By seeking out gains rather than losses, defining their why, becoming initiators of change themselves, and building bridges of familiarity, readers can adapt and thrive in their new normal. Ultimately, this book provides readers valuable insights and actionable steps to ensure they do not only survive the shifting landscape of life and careers, but also come out stronger and more prepared to face future challenges.